What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Evo RTG. We have finished our champs run. I used the Arsenal team for the entire 20 games. I really wanted to kind of see where I was with it. And in spite of the fact that a couple of the games were very hairy and very frustrating, and I got very triggered with them, we've actually ended up raking in 13 wins this week, which is really impressive for me. Because the most wins I've got this game ever, no matter what team I've used, has been 14. And it once again goes to show for me personally, from my own perspective, that mentality is everything. I did switch back into the 4-3-2-1. I did use Rosicky over Ødegaard for the entire time as well. But what we're going to do today is we're going to get our FUT Champs rewards. We're going to rip them open. We've got a load of menu grinding to do. But I really want to talk about the team, but also the improvements that we can make in the team immediately and with possible upcoming Evos as well. So we did only get rank 5 again, but 13 wins is decent. It's a really, really good stepping stone to hopefully going further. What I'm very happy about now is if we can get 14 next weekend, we'll get that other red Evo, which is really, really good. But let's see. Okay, my game's frozen. Brilliant. All right, so as we do go back into our FUT Champs rewards here, you obviously didn't see any of the gameplay, which actually it might have been fun to show it, but I've been very much in the mindset of like, this series is done. I thought this was going to be, I actually thought the episode that I uploaded yesterday was probably going to be the last one. And I was like, whatever, let me just play through, let me get FUT Champs rewards and see what I do. And yet here we are, I'm like, renewed energy because of what we've gone through this weekend, which is really cool. So we've got our player picks. Obviously, Jesus is the dream. Can we get him? No, I will take 88 Bruno Fernandes. He will go into, maybe into an SBC actually, because there's a couple of really nice SBCs I might want. Number 2, we'll take 86 Delict. Like that Kimmich SBC is quite nice. And then number 3, just an 85. I will probably put Bruno Fernandes right now into the exchange, and that gives us a few extra packs to open from what we've got today. Also got a classic pack. Give me that preview pack, EA. Wouldn't that have been nice to get something? Or it could be an 86, I suppose. It's not. It's Mitrovic. What do we get? We get the campaign pack. I'll open the campaign pack after the 50k and 100k because if I get a dupe, which I very much may well do, that won't be very handy, very helpful. So we get our rare players pack, not a special. Doesn't matter about, oh wow, it's another potentially a walkout. It is a walkout. Our 86 is still extinct. Yes, they are. 17,000 coins. I will take that delightfully. We'll send up. They can go up. This can all get discarded. And a 100k pack. Yeah, I will take another 86, 87, 88 for sure. Tradable. Go on then. Hey, it's going to be an 86 Mane. That's another 17k. There's 85 McCabe there as well. Here's McBabe. He's like almost 10k. And then 83 Davies. He's still quite expensive, which is quite nice. And then for duplicates, nothing too crazy there. We'll throw all of that away. That then leaves us with the 85 by 2, which could be, again, another massive amount of coins here if we actually get some 86s and above. Modric, beautiful. Double walkout, come on. Beautiful. This is going to be another whole host of coins. It's 2 87s, but they should be, what, 23, 24, 25k? Yeah, 24-ish, 25-ish. That, again, is really nice. We've ended up making well in excess of 100,000 coins from FUT Champs rewards, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Once those two sell, we'll be over 200k, and I started on like 99k. And then an 85 plus campaign mix pack. What are we going to get? Backer, please. Never mind. Who is it? ZH. This is quite a high rated card, isn't it? Is it an 87 or an 88, this ZH card? An 86. Still, good bit of fodder for us. Good bit of fodder. All right, guys. So, the team. Here we are with the team. Just going to talk a little bit about it and about where it's going now. As I said, like, I was very much... I've been on the brink of, like, ending this series. And again, not because I'm not having fun, but actually because it's hard to make what I'm doing be fun to watch. It's less about me having fun and more about you guys having fun watching it. And maybe I'm overthinking that, but whatever. So Lev Yashin, I can't lie, guys, and it must be a me thing. I was massively disappointed in him. The amount of goalkeepers I've gone through, and I can't find one. The only one, actually, to be fair, that I have enjoyed so far was Ederson. So I might go back for Ederson in goal. We've now got Walters up to an 80. We've got one more set of objectives to do to get him even higher ranked. He won't be a right back in general because he's just way better suited for a centre back. Really happy with his pace, defending and physical, especially when they get fully upgraded. Even his dribbling, reactions, balance, it's all good. His passing is a bit of a problem, but I'm hoping to catch a little Evo situation with him where we can get him one more upgrade. Saliba, insane. Urian Timber is one of these Evo cards where it's like, the card itself is very good. It is just missing that little something. A little bit more aggression, that would be nice. A playstyle plus, that would be nice. Even if it's like Press Proven plus, or Bruiser plus, or Anticipate plus. Even if it's like Relentless plus, it would be really nice. Catley is fantastic. Thomas Partey is quite disappointing. You know, he doesn't have the most playstyles. He's got some nice playstyles, but he just doesn't have too many of them. His agility and balance makes him extremely heavy. He doesn't have the best stamina, and he doesn't have the best acceleration, and he's only 3-star, 3-star. So that's not too great. Gabriel Martinelli I really, really like. Kai Havertz I really, really like. Very versatile is Havertz. Rosicky was okay. I've got a lot of players like Rosicky, whether it be Martin Odegaard or Dennis Bergkamp, or Miedemar, who I did buy and haven't actually used. I bought her to use for the last games. I just completely forgot. She actually looks like a crazy card. Gio Quiroz is brilliant, as we all well know, but does lack in skill moves, lacks in certain other playstyles. The Travella Plus is really nice, but yeah, again, you know, a couple, 2, 3, 4 extra playstyles would be really nice, and lacks a little bit in the physical department as well. But overall, what I like about the team and where this weekend league's run has taken me, and as I say, like I kind of wish I showed the gameplay. I didn't record any of it or anything, man. It's just all gone. But we'll focus on it throughout qualifiers because I've got a renewed, rejuvenated energy. Because we've got the 4 guys on the bench here and Miedemar, who are good cards, not necessarily better than what I've got, but at least good alternative options. But we're also in a situation where we've got a couple of evolutions available straight away that are very good. And one of those is the Wing Wizard of Leandro Trossard. Once we pop him in, and we are going to put him in, and we are going to Wing Wizard him, this card is very, very good. 4-star, 4-star is very good. Rapid Plus is very good. Travella, Power Shot, Long Ball Pass, Press Proven, and Technical. Obviously, Flair as well, nobody cares about. His dribbling stats are very good. His passing stats are good. His shooting is very good, and his pace is good with a really good, good acceleration there. And so, Trossard is actually a really, really good option. Really good setup. One thing that I saw in the comment section from a couple of days ago was me not completing somebody like Cooney Cross, and how I've missed out on using them, trying to get into these other Evos and stuff. And I actually concede that point as well, to be fair, because had I stuck to my guns, and not necessarily to my guns, but had I just kept playing with just the Arsenal players, I would have claimed a lot of these cards, and I would have been in a position where I would have been using Cooney Cross and Cozier Dubry, and I would have been getting that dead ball plus and whoever else we've got here, because even this Smith Rowe, by the time he's finished with Travella Plus, he's now 4-star, 5-star, 6'2", good dribbling, good passing in the right areas, good shooting apart from shot power and long shots, but a dead-eye chem style is really good for him. Little low on physical, but a good 45-minute player, right? If I'd be claiming these and using these, maybe the team would actually be a lot more advanced. I would just be stuck. And we've got to think about what to do with some of these Evos, because there's a lot of Evos here where I just don't know what to do with them. You know, there's players that fit in them, but I've already Evo'd them. There's players that don't fit in them, so I'm going to have to use non-Arsenal players. And I really just don't know what to do with them. But that's for another time. The fact that I've waited so long for these Evos to fit other Evos, I am going to now see it through and wait a bit longer. But I'm excited about where we can get a few of these Evo cards to now put in the team, to now build on this 13 and 7, because to be fair, 13-7 with the team. If you would have said to me before the weekend, what do I really genuinely think I'd do with this? I think I may have even said, I think 11-12 was it, because like 11-9 is only a +2 form. And if I don't get 11, I've had full-on collapse. 12-8, which is obviously the next threshold, is a +4 form. That's quite difficult with a team that you struggle with. 13-7 is a +6 form. That is quite intense. But then obviously the 14th win goes to a +8 form. +8 is really, really strong. You know, we did lose to a couple of really good players and good teams. And one other thing that I changed with this team is I switched away. I was not enjoying the 4-5-1. When I first built into it, when David gave me his tactics, I really liked this formation set up like this. It just worked. I don't know why, but it just worked. This weekend specifically, I wasn't enjoying it. I was playing through it, and because it had worked previously, I was kind of like, well, it's worked previously, so I'm just going to stick with it. And it's just so stubborn and so unnecessarily stubborn. So I went back to a formation that I enjoyed, the 4-3-2-1, and I had great success with this formation straight away. And so I know that this is like the meta formation as well, so obviously it makes sense, right? But I think this is the formation I'm going to choose, going to use, I'm going to hopefully abuse, and give ourselves a little bit of a run with some of these other cards. You know, I don't necessarily need to stick with this card. I don't have to have Thomas Partey in the team, because once I put somebody back at right back, whether it's Ben White or whatever, I have got then, or even Jurian Timber at right back wouldn't be bad. I've got then Kai Havertz as like the defensive-minded option. So I could very well just put Dennis Bergkamp into the team, because he's got good stand tackle, good slide tackle, good dribbling, not the best physicals again, great passing obviously, with great play styles as well. So I'm going to kind of like have a play around with the team. You know, we've got this 5-star Lena Hurtig. You know, she's got brilliant skill moves and weak foot. She's got good pace, great passing, great physicals, good dribbling in areas, good shooting in areas, and really nice play styles. And I don't use her at all. And it's like, what's the point of like actually evoing these cards to sit them on the bench? Let's start using these. I wouldn't mind actually putting, what's McCabe? Is she 4-4? Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind actually putting McCabe at right back. I know it's not ideal necessarily having a left-footed player at right back, but I really wouldn't mind using her there. It would be difficult for me to get McCabe, Havertz, and Hatley into the team at the same time, but not impossible. I'm sure we'd be able to. I mean, there is actually no way, is there? It would just have to be as a sub. But yeah, so that was the team, guys. Now, we are going to have some gameplay today. It will be the first few qualifier games. I want to get into Rivals, because we've got Rivals wins to get for those packs. But first, I'm going to go and build all the menu grind player picks and packs and stuff. And yeah, we'll get into some packs for today. All right, guys. So here we are with some 83x10s, the 85+ player pick. I've got some bronze and silver packs that obviously nobody cares about. And I'm contemplating now whether or not I want to do another SBC. Oh, dear. I'm contemplating now whether or not I want to do another SBC. There are some that are interesting. This Joshua Kimmich is nice. This Lautaro Martinez is nice. And if they end up getting some upgrades, they could be like some really tasty cards. I wonder if like just dumping my follower into those, getting them, storing them could be good. Carlos Tevez is quite interesting, but I don't really have any purpose for him. I am still curious on Modric, because I've got a good Real Madrid setup, but I don't really care too much. And then for the icons, I am still interested in Eusebio mostly. I will do Ashley Cole, of course, and George Best. The reason why George Best, because even though I don't quote-unquote need him, every time I face him, it is a stress. Now, we've sold some items, which is great. I'm up to 228,000 coins. I've got the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, which has come from the daily objective thing, which I need to claim as well, but it's only an 81. But oh my days, let's go, EA. Oh, man, the coin balance is going good. And of course, we've got some other packs to open, and Ketty has kind of like made me remind on that, because I do want to have a version of every Arsenal player in the club, even if I've evoed them, because I might start redoing Evo chains. Because, for example, Eddie Nketiah, I've had Evo'd for such a long time, and he's just been ineligible for another Evo since the dawn of time. And that's why I'm like, maybe I should just put him in an Evo chain, a new one, and then just leave him and hold him and try and get some like triple Evo chains. And listen, maybe EA patch it again. You know, they already made an attempt to kind of fix it. They didn't do a great job fixing it. But maybe, just maybe, they can fix it. And then we're just stuck with what we've got. And listen, if that's the way it's intended, that's also absolutely fine. Right, we've got an 85x3 rare gold players pack. There's no special in here. I really want Gabriel Jesus. He is so expensive. I did not expect him to be so expensive. We've got Fulkrug and Stones. I'm going to go and put those in the exchange. Although, you know, it is nice to get that 89 rated Ter Stegen, because if we do want to build into an SBC, those big 89s are very handy. I'm not going to open the exchange packs now because we've got an 81x11 and then some 83x10s. Likely, we're going to get a duplicate here. We've got a lot of high-ish rated fodder. It's only an 82. That's not bad to throw away. I'm not going to be picky now. I'm not going to do No Man Left Behind now. It's not, you know, it's not Team of the Year. It's not Team of the Season. No real issues there. So we've got 3 83x10s. Can we hit a road to the final? Not out of the first one. Can we hit an inform or a big high-rated walkout? So we get Magal and Parejo and Weir. So I'm going to go and put Parejo into the exchange. And that leaves us with 2 more 83x10s. And hopefully we'll hit like a card here or something. But I also feel like I want to just change the team around a little bit with you guys. And then go and play some gameplay. But what I'm not going to do is play it live. Because 2 things tend to happen when I play gameplay live for videos. First of all, I'm not focused on the game as much as I should be. And I need to be focused on the game as much as I should be. It's going to be Stones again, isn't it? I need... Oh, my day. Right, Laporte and Stones this time. Yeah, so, you know, that's the first port of call is, like, whenever I'm, like, trying to talk... It's different when I'm streaming because I'm kind of, like, just talking into the oblivion. But when I'm not streaming and I'm trying to talk to the video, I'm trying to have comprehensive discussions and not leave gaps and and ums and oopses and things like that. That's the first thing, which makes it a bit difficult. But the second thing is I complain. And listen, man, I'm not going to change. I've been playing this game for so many years, complaining about it for so many years, in wins, in losses, in everything. We just complain at this game. And nobody wants to hear that. And that's just the God's honest truth, isn't it? Nobody wants to hear me complaining about the game. And so if instead I complain silently to myself and then show you guys gameplay and post-comment with some discussion or some comments or something like that, that is just going to be a far better solution to the situation, I suppose. Right, let's get this last 83x10. I was tempted to save these for another promo, but Gabriel Jesus is in packs. So if we could hit him, great. We have got an inform here. We're also going to get a Belgian cam. That is the inform. It's Charles de Ketelaere. Not a double walkout, though, unfortunately. So it's going to be a bit of a dead pack. We do get 3 85s in there. But a lot of the 83s that I put in here, I'm getting back out. So only the one dupe, Marco Asensio. And yeah, let's actually change this team around a little bit. If I'm going to put in my own mind that Kai Havertz is going to be my defensive-minded midfielder, Thomas Partey got to go. The one thing that I was interested to do, though, was actually put Leah Velti in here because she was very good. But the thing that I didn't like was she was small. Whereas now, if I've got Havertz next to her in that midfield, it's a very good defensive midfielder. Another big, good defensive midfielder. We've got Henry, we've got Gio Quiroz. I am tempted. Like, I genuinely love Gio Quiroz. He has been amazing. Like, amazing. But for a few games, I want to try somebody new. Kind of want to try Trossard and actually start evoing him as well. So we're going to put Trossard in instead of Quiroz. We're going to keep Walters there for now. We're going to put McCabe down in at right back. And I'm going to bring... You know what? I'm not going to leave Gabriel Martinelli in. I'm going to put Ian Wright in. Not that there's anything wrong with Gabriel Martinelli either. Love him too. And I'm going to bring Dennis Bergkamp in over Thomas Rosicky. Few little extra icons. A little bit of a team change. Nothing in the back line. I do want another defensive-minded player. Oh, I really actually want to put Vidamar into the team. even if just on the bench for now, and I really want to bring in another defensive player. Probably Ben White, I guess. He's probably like the next best defender that I've got as an option. He can play fullback and at centre-back, so he's a pretty good option. And so this is the team that we're going to take and use in FUT Champs qualifiers. Let's go. All right, guys, as we get into some gameplay for today, I didn't end up doing rivals. I thought, you know what, let me go into Champs qualifiers. I keep leaving Champs qualifiers until like Friday and sometimes even Saturday. I want to just get them out of the way, get them done, and get kind of prepared so that I can actually start Champs on Friday rather than starting Champs on Saturday or even at times Sunday. And yeah, enjoy the gameplay. You saw the team there on the screen. We've gone fully back into the Arsenal team, as you guys well know. We're trying to just develop on improving at the game. One thing that's quite interesting is EA have just released new patch notes about nerfing Travellas and nerfing cutbacks. And it does say it's only for Xbox One and PS4. I presume it will eventually come to new gen as well. I don't actually know. Maybe they're even more broken on those consoles than they are on this version of the game. So maybe it won't. But it's going to be interesting to see how the team develops. I've got a few comments from yesterday's video. The first one is from User, and he says, "Hey Nep, do you still stand by Rivals divisions having nothing to do with other game modes, given your record on the new Draft to Glory account compared with on the Road to Glory, and your Champs performance with the lowest rated RTG?" And yeah, like I know for a fact it doesn't impact those game modes. I don't know where it stemmed from, but I do know that like a large part of it came from a content creator made a video explaining how EA have now put your Rivals division and attached it to Champs, qualifiers, draft, and it's just not true. But in classic like FIFA community fashion, if people hear something that makes it reasonable as an excuse as to why they lost the game, they'll just run with it. They'll be like, yeah, do you know what? Draft's way harder. That must be the truth. It must be connected to Rivals. And it's just not the case. And the reason why I know it's not the case is because actually on the lowest rated RTG, I was in Division 5 before the season reset, and we still managed to get 9 wins in Champs. And so it's not like I'm in Division 10 on there. And on the Draft to Glory account where I started on a new account, I've only played 2 drafts on that account on stream, and I've only not made it to the final 2 times, and those were the 2 drafts that I played on stream. Now that might be something internally with me, that might be stream snipers, it might be just people playing the draft because I'm playing the draft and they want to watch me play the draft. But the drafts I've actually played or off stream on this account, I've gone far in as well, even though I'm in Division 2 at the moment. So it's without any shadow of a doubt, there is no relation to your Rivals rank and your matchmaking in Champs or draft. One other thing that's quite interesting is people seem to think that the first 5 games of FUT Champs proper are like placement games. I don't know where this has come from. Like they're not. You just go straight into form-based matchmaking straight away. The only thing that is a problem is that sometimes, not even sometimes, quite regularly, the form-based matchmaking is just all over the shop. Like some weekends, you might end up, you know, let's say you're like, I don't know, 4-2, you genuinely might match someone 8-1. And then you're 4-3, you might match someone 6-1. Now all of a sudden you've had 2 really unkind matches match made or whatever. But on the flip side, sometimes you might be 4-0 or 5-0, and you match someone 3-2 or 3-1, and it's more favourable for you. And it just seems to be really curious how they're, like, you know, EA have done everything over the last few years to hide the ability to see things like that. You know, like, we used to be able to see the Champs channel, and the Champs channel showed you what your opponent, or showed you the top 100s anyway, like matchmaking and things like that. That doesn't exist anymore. You know, EA, as per always, are just super ambiguous with how they behave in certain things, and so it's a bit frustrating. Either way, the next comment is from Wilco Weekly. He said, "The game started off great because there was loads of Evos, and I got excited about which Spurs players I could Evo. Now I find that none of the players can go into further Evos because EA are limiting the requirements. Team of the Year and Road to the Final cards now have 2 Playstyle Plus, and current Evos have 1. Now they continue to not let cards be upgraded because they have a playstyle. EA are deliberately destroying the fun we can have in the game. So one thing, obviously they put the not in progress evolution thing in recently to stop this like broken chaining thing, right? And that's fine. That is fine because like, I wonder if we're not actually getting really nice upgrades to Evos right now because of the broken chaining thing. I wonder if EA was sitting there and were like, well, we wanted to give them this boost and that boost and the other boost, but because, look at that from Edison, but because this chaining thing is broken, we're going to have to nerf the boost massively. Otherwise, people are going to like abuse it and get 99 rated cards, and that's not intended. And I don't want to, like, obviously it would be nice to sit here with a whole bunch of 99 rated cards from Arsenal, like that's the ultimate dream for this series at the end. But the truth be told is that would defeat the purpose of how I feel like this should go, right? And so with regards to the Evo situation, I don't mind if EA stop the chaining in the manner that it's in. And they've actually done something that I only recognized last night when I upgraded Leandro Trossard. They've done this thing, which is real smart. But look, the first boost he gets is from the 84 to the 88. It's not an 84 to an 86, then an 86 to an 88 with the final upgrade. That final upgrade only gives 3 passing and 3 physical and technical playstyle. That's it. It's fitting that it was on the screen there for us. That's all it gives. And one way that they can immediately stop this broken chaining system is by making the first upgrade the Playstyle Plus for players, not the final upgrade. If they make the first upgrade the Playstyle Plus and make the first upgrades the big overall rating and then everything else kind of comes towards the back end just to finalize it, it will completely stop 99% of these broken chains. I'm sure people will still be able to find and fit in 1 or 2 here or there, but it will be way more nuanced. It won't be as like deeply broken as it is right now, and that's a good thing. And so if EA can kind of like remedy that and then start giving us reasonably sizable boosts, the Evo side of things could end up getting saved this year. What it would mean in the case of players like El Neni, like I don't know, even Ben White to a degree, like Cedric, is that I will probably have to restart those Evo chains because the boosts that we've got in the early stages of the game are nowhere near good enough. So, you know, if we get like a monster boost for someone like Cedric and I've got him at an 82 rated and so now it doesn't fit, but the boost that I would get from his new, like, you know, Evo path would be massive, I'm obviously gonna want to just go ahead and use the new one. So I am becoming more and more open to restarting Evo chains for the simple fact that I think it could just benefit the series massively. And the last comment is from Rob. He says, I love it, Nep. So glad to see the Arsenal players back in. To be fair, there are some really good options these days. Also, I reluctantly did the icon player pick of Thunderstruck Henry. So that's a nice upgrade for my own Arsenal RTG. Well, congratulations on the Henry, man. And yeah, there are some really nice options. And I'm actually like, you're seeing here, like some of the players, like Gio Quiroz is a bit broken. We've got Henry, who's great. This Trossard, when he becomes 88 rated, is actually very, very good. Ben White's a bit of a problem with the low pace at the right back spot, but the defense in general is good. I actually put Cooney Cross in for a few games in this one as well. I'm waiting for an upgrade for her because she could become elite level, but I'm very close to just taking her upgrade as well to get that set piece specialist in there. But overall, we've got some really, really tidy options and some really tidy upgrades. And the team has actually, it feels like it has made a big jump as the Arsenal team. And we're playing reasonably well enough as well, which is quite nice. But for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.